How was it possible for a Chinese artificial intelligence company to outpace a massive budget OpenAI ChatGPT at just 3% of the cost? Here are its 4 key strategies. The first on our list is so-called lazy brain approach. Imagine a company with 671 billion workers, but only 37 billion are sent to handle your task, while the rest takes a break. These workers are parameters, the tiny components of AI's brain that process information. ChatGPT typically uses all of its parameters for every task. It's like hiring million chefs to make a toast. DeepSeek R1, on the other hand, uses a mixture of experts approach, deploying only relevant parts of its brain. This targeted way of handling queries conserves energy, saves money, and improves speed. This is also why R1 can run on everyday GPUs, the same hardware in gaming PCs, instead of needing massive expensive supercomputers. Now that we've seen how R1 trims cost with smart resource management, let's explore how it trained itself to be so efficient. Unlike ChatGPT, which learns through supervised fine-tuning, where human tutors feed it examples, R1 skipped that step entirely. Instead, it uses reinforcement learning, training itself through trial and error. It works like this. Every time R1 solves a problem, it gets a reward, like collecting a gold coin in a video game. If it fails, it gets nothing. This process, solving logic puzzles, math problems and coding tasks, teaches the model to reason independently without needing constant human guidance. Skipping supervised fine-tuning and focusing exclusively on reinforcement learning is a bold move, but it pays off. It slashes the training costs, while encouraging R1 to develop unique problem-solving skills. But R1's next secret weapon might be the most impactful yet. DeepSeek didn't build R1 in isolation. Instead, they've made it open source, sharing its design freely with the world. Imagine posting Lego blueprint online and inviting others to improve it. Thanks to an MIT license, developers worldwide can contribute, fixing bugs, adding new features and optimizing performance, all for free. This global collaboration dramatically accelerated R1's development. The open source approach has already paid off, with the model trending on platforms like Hugging Face as a favorite among developers. Why pay for a massive in-house team when you can have entire internet contributing? Finally, let's see how focusing on one key strength gives R1 its edge. ChatGPT is a jack of all trades. It writes poetry, analyzes code, and even debates philosophy. R1, it's laser focused on doing just a few things exceptionally well: math, coding, and logic. That kind of specialization allows R1 to be lean and efficient. It's like training for a single Olympic sport instead of spreading yourself thin across 10. While R1 isn't built for creative tasks like writing love poems or drawing pictures, its technical expertise make it faster, cheaper and more accurate for engineers, students and developers. And here's the point. This specialization is why R1 operates at just 3 to 5% of the cost of OpenAI's comparable model. Plus, because it's open source, you can pair R1 with other creative AIs to build your ultimate team. Here's where things get exciting. R1's efficiency isn't just a win for DeepSeek, it's a win for everyone. R1 costs just $2.19 per million tokens, compared to OpenAI's $60. So, for an average user making, say, 1,000 queries a month, With R1, you would spend less than a cost of a coffee, say $1.50. ChatGPT, on the other hand, you're looking at something closer to a fancy dinner, like $45. This kind of cost savings makes AI accessible to schools, independent developers, and small labs without billion-dollar budgets. It's not just about building a cheaper AI, it's about democratizing access to powerful tools. So what do you think? Can sharp design and teamwork truly outshine massive budgets? DeepSeek R1 proves that innovation doesn't need billions, it needs bold ideas. While ChatGPT excels at versatile, all-purpose AI with advanced creative capabilities, DeepSeek R1 focuses on efficiency and specialization, making it a game-changer for technical tasks. One prioritizes broad functionality, the other optimizes performance at a fraction of the cost. So, share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.